All right, the recorder's on.
Good evening, everyone. I want to welcome everyone to the November Housing and Land Committee Youth Meeting. My name is Paula Fields Conyers. I'm currently the chair. And are all the expected guests that's on the agenda? We're going to start with the first on the agenda. Could you pull the agenda up for me? I don't have it in front of me, please.
Is there a wait?
Excuse me?
Yeah. All right. I'm with them. I just want to finish this, all right? Thank you, hermanito. Gracias.
Hi, Ted. How are you?
How are you?
Ralph, is there any way you can put the agenda up on the screen so I can see who's on?
That's the agenda.
Oh, okay, so Cynthia, is she currently here?
She's about to get on, I guess.
Okay, so let's just wait a minute. Let me see if I can just pull it up myself.
Paula, give her a few minutes.
Okay, no problem. No.
I see we have the distinguished guest of Fernando Brim on with us. Good evening, Fernando. Fernando, you're on mute. If you're on mute, so you have to unmute yourself. I'm sure when you get it, you'll be fine. So Cynthia.
Good afternoon. Hi, everyone. If everyone can just put their information in the chat, that would be great.
Cynthia, is there any chance you could put the agenda up so I can see it? I don't have it in front of me, please.
Give me a second.
Okay.
Good evening, everybody. Fernando Brin from the Brin Group here.
Hey, good evening. How are you?
Odyssey House.
All right. Welcome. So nice to see you present. So I do know the first person on the agenda is Ms. Sandra Erkison from Neighborhood. Is she current? She's here? Ms. Sandra, you current here? Oh yeah, I see her.
She's here, but I don't think her mic is not working, Madam Chair.
Okay, so let's see about the next gentleman that's a part of the group. I think his name is Mr.
Bill Bollinger can do.
Yeah, Mr. Bill Bollinger. Yes. Hi,
Hello,
Mr. Bollinger. How are you?
I'm doing great. Thank you for having us.
Oh, welcome. I understand Ms. Erickson has something going on with her mic. So would you like to carry on and do the presentation?
Sure. And I think my partner, Joshua Weissman's on as well. So Josh, do you want to say hi?
It's giving me a bit of a problem to share the content for some reason.
Hello. Good evening, everybody. Good evening.
Hi, good evening.
Thanks for having us.
Okay. William.
You just read the items on the agenda then for now?
That's fine. Ralph, I'm gonna log off and log back on. Just make sure that you saved the chat, okay?
Beforehand, just can you read the first item?
No, I think I have it right here. So could you guys hear me?
Yes, Paula, we can.
Okay, so number one, we have Sandra Erickson and Bill Bellinger of Neighborhood Infill Partner LCC will be informing the committee of the proposal of affordable units on New York City infill lot through HPD NCP program.
Hi, and my partner, Joshua Weissman. Is our architect on, Mary Ellen?
Miss Mary Ellen, are you present? I don't see her here.
Okay.
No. I don't see her on the screen, Mr.
All right, I'm going to try to.
No, she's not on.
Okay, hold on here. I know Alice sent her the link. Let me.
And Mr. Weissman is your partner, you said?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, we could start with an overview, I guess. and we
Right,
can-
right.
and-
Let's
and-
start
and
with an
when-
overview and maybe she will join in as soon as you get into detail of the project, I'm sure.
Okay. So thank you for having us. So just for way of background, Joshua and myself are with JCal Development Group. We're a locally based developer of affordable housing here in the Bronx. I've been, and we're located on Bruckner Boulevard, right off of Alexander Avenue. So we're not too far from Board 2. We are doing this as a joint venture project with Sandra Erickson from Sandra Erickson Real Estate, who she's been in the Bronx for many, many years as well. Her offices are on Anthony Avenue in the borough as well. So collectively, we've been in here for, I don't want to date all of us, but probably 80 years total. I've been around for about 30 years, Josh a little less, and Sandra probably, I won't speak for her, but probably over 30 as well. So we're very excited about the project. This is part of a request for qualifications and ultimately a request for proposals that HPD issued for a series of surplus properties, small infill lots that were difficult to develop. And they clustered these projects or properties, and they designated certain development teams from the area and maybe some from without. This cluster happens to span, I think, 6 different community boards, so we're kind of all over the place as far as this goes. So this property right here is at 844 Fail Street. It's located on just off of the Bruckner Boulevard to the east, and it's on a small lot. Hold on, I think she's trying to join. So right now, Mary Ellen, so she can pull up the presentation as far as that goes. So it's a smaller lot, around 5,000 square feet, and we're looking to do affordable housing project here. That would be 7 units. 6 of them that would be 2-bedroom units. I'm sorry, 6 of them would be 1-bedroom units and 1 3-bedroom unit on the property. It'd be a 4-story building. When she pulls up the presentation, you'll see it's a kind of a difficult lot to develop.
Yes.
It's
So,
a triangle.
I'm sorry, I just wanted, you said it was 6 1-bedrooms and 3,
And 1 3-bedroom for 7 total.
Okay, so 6 1-bedroom and 1 3-bedroom.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, thank you, I'm sorry.
Sure, no problem. So the 2 or the 6 1-bedrooms are approximately 525 square feet each, and the 3-bedroom. Hold on here, I want to get this right so I don't screw this up. Is
Oh.
is 841 square feet. Okay, so there is, so the property is about 35 feet wide. It's not very wide, and it dovetails 100 feet deep, and it ends up at approximately in the back around 16 feet. So it's an odd shaped lot that obviously is difficult to develop. So we would put this through the neighborhood construction program. We would combine this with 3 other lots in the Bronx, and we would finance this as one project using most likely possibly some an allocation of 9% credits or some additional funding sources that may be available, but it would go through the neighborhood construction program. So I don't know, Mary Ellen, you able to join?
I see her.
Yes, I'm here. I was
Okay.
just asking Sandra if I should share.
Yes, please.
Okay.
I'm allowing everyone to share any presentations they have. So thank you.
Thank you. Sorry, I just hopped over to my other monitor. Sorry. Let me just make sure this works. I think this is. Hold on 1 second. I think I shared the wrong screen. Let me try one more time. Sorry.
You're on full screen.
I'm on full screen.
You are personally, yes.
I'm personally sorry about that. This is the one I'm trying to share.
There you go.
Yes. So everyone can see.
This presentation needs to be emailed to us. Did you guys email this presentation to us?
No, but I can email it to you right now.
Yes, yes. It's a public meeting, so if anyone wants this presentation, I'm gonna have to share it with them. So thank you.
Sure.
Okay. Just give me a second. Let her pop this up, and I'll shoot it right over to you.
Okay.
I think. And you guys can hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Yeah.
I see
There you
that.
go.
There it is. All right, this will work. I need this one.
Okay.
Okay, this is what I was looking for. So let me see here. Okay. And then Bill, are you emailing it?
Yeah, I mean, I'll email it to Mr. Acevedo, and then you'll distribute it.
Okay.
Okay, so we're up and running.
Yes. Sorry, I was sharing my work monitor, but I don't have video on my work monitor. I needed to do it on my home monitor. It's a little confusing, but I think it's good.
Okay, you can go to the next slide.
Have you guys gone through this already?
Yes.
Yeah, this is basically just some background on us. So here is the aerial view of where the site's located. So you'll see it's on Fale Street, just to the east of Bruckner Boulevard, in the kind of Hunts Point section of the Bronx. You can go to the next slide, Mary Ellen. Okay, you want to just kind of walk people through, Mary Ellen, just kind of the layout and the backyard and things of that.
Yes. The project is has a 3-story unit on the first floor, on the ground floor apartment, and upstairs there are two bedroom apartments. At the first floor, you enter through the vestibule. There's a public hall leading up to the 2 apartments, and a three bedroom apartment with the bedrooms in the front and living room in the back. There's a kitchen, the 3rd bedroom, and a private terrace. This fire passage.
I don't want to interrupt, but can I just ask a question? You said on the first floor, it was how many bedrooms on the first floor?
It's a 3-bedroom unit.
Oh, only one, right?
Yes.
Okay.
1 3-bedroom unit, yes.
Okay, and it has a terrace, you said?
Yes, there's
Okay.
a private yard with terrace. When you upstairs, there are 2 2-bedroom units.
Okay, so that's where.
Or sorry, I'm sorry, 2 1-bedroom units.
Okay.
And then one in the front, one in the rear, and everyone going back a slide has access to the yard in the back. So there's like a public terrace for the entire building to enjoy, and then a portion of it near the first floor apartment that is fenced off.
Got it.
So
Upstairs unit. You can go to the next slide. That's for the second, third, and fourth floor. Those are typical layouts.
Yes, it's a typical layout. 6 one-bedroom apartments.
And the concept with the ground floor with the private terraces, that also allows screening for that unit from everybody else. So you don't have people right up against the window. So they have some privacy as far as that goes as well.
I'm so glad you said that because that was going to be my next question, but
Yeah.
okay.
Yes. I
Okay,
can
well,
show you the elevations if you'd like
please,
to see.
please.
So yeah, so the windows are, there's a lot of light, large windows in the front and back. And this is kind of what we have. So this is your main, this is the main entry, and this is the fire passage entry. And then these are the bedrooms upstairs. These 2 windows, you can see one is in the bathroom and one is in the living room, dining room. The rear, we take the same material, the clapboard siding, and we use that at the to differentiate the bottom floor, and then we move upstairs to the same material. It's similar windows, so lots of light. Help, and yeah, that's kind of it. This is the fire passage door. I don't show the fences or anything because I wanted to show the window openings and the layout.
Josh, would you like to talk about construction materials, quality of construction, and
Sure. So this building will be masonry units on the left and right with metal joists and decking. We'll use hardy board for the siding. We have 2 different materials and colors to differentiate the building, give it a little texture. All LED lighting, Caesar stone type countertops in the apartments, hardwood cabinets, and all energy efficient plumbing fixtures and sound insulation between units, which is always important. Hookups for internet and cable, and there'll be a space, as spacious as possible. All the closets will have multiple shelving units in there as well to maximize space, and it'll be a really lovely apartment. And the backyard for the 3-bedroom apartment, you'll have some pavers, and then you'll have some grass areas as well. And then for the 6 apartments, they'll also have pavers, some benches, and some landscaping as well in the back. Nothing's better than having some outdoor space in your building.
Yeah, that's so true.
Especially now.
Yes.
You want to go to the next slide, Marilyn?
Yes.
So obviously we're very early in the process, but we just wanted to give kind of a example of where the rents would fall as far as the AMI bands, and then the rents, and then the income ranges that we'd be looking at. So units and again, we only have the 1 3-bedroom unit, so at some, we'll have to figure out exactly where that pricing would be. But rents, units that we had at the 30% level would be $521 a month for a 1-bedroom, and then at the upper level, you would be looking at rents at $1,640, and those income ranges would be from $24,000 to basically $69,000. So it's kind of an income mix of working, of all class of kind of working workforce housing. So we would be working together to come up with income bands that would make most sense. You want to go to the next slide, Marilyn? So I believe, Ted, what's required here is, or else this is a UDAP designation that's required as far as the site, and I'm not sure exactly what's needed from the community board. Ted, if you want to speak to that.
No, we have to figure, this one's a little different, so we have to figure it out.
Okay. And then as far as some of the things that we built in the neighborhood, Josh, I think, well, I mean, we have the stuff on Alexander Avenue. So if you want an example of stuff that we build, if you've been to like Alexander Avenue where the Lit Bar is and the Bistro, those buildings there, we had built as well. So just kind of gives you a level of quality of construction.
Yeah, we've completed in our career spanning the 22 years that I've been in the Bronx, and as Bill said, 30 plus, and Sandra, we've done everything from 3-family homes to 150 unit buildings, spread out literally throughout the entire Bronx. This is right in our wheelhouse. We are a Bronx-based company. Most of my subs and suppliers are within the Bronx. It helps us to keep, supplies quickly coming to us. We have a lot of our laborers from the Bronx. We're building right now 133 units in the South Bronx. So, we are in the Bronx. We try to make as much as we can in the Bronx with subs and with materials and everything else and with labor. So we've been in and out of all the community boards in our career in the Bronx.
And this is a project where we would work with like a Sobro to help. They have a good procurement technical assistance unit where they have a lot of MWB clients that come through. So we work with them and we send the drawings out to get bids from local contractors as well. And on the management side, Sandra, I let you.
Yes.
Sandra's going to handle the management.
Yeah, I want to apologize. I'm away at a conference and I couldn't get on the audio, but thank you so much for inviting us in tonight. And I've been in business since 1984 as a property manager and developer. And I've sat on Community Board 7 for 22 years. So I'm very familiar with the Community Board process. And we have about 700 units that we manage, all affordable. And we feel we do a very good job. We're an WBE firm, and we have buildings in the neighborhood. Well, not right in this neighborhood, but very close by, almost from boards 5 down south. 1-5.
A lot.
So we're very excited about this
Wait,
project.
excuse me a minute. Could someone mute their
Just to
their
make it
mic?
easy.
I hear some TV in the background, please.
And especially appreciating that yard in the back. That's a great. I know that tenants would really appreciate that. I like the span of incomes because we're finding now with our buildings that are all 60% AMI that 2 people making minimum wage are already at 60,000. So a lot of people are over income for the 60% units. So it's nice to have a little bit higher incomes and then some lower. So we really appreciate that mix so we can serve everyone.
So I think that concludes the presentation. If you want to open up to questions, we'd be glad to take them.
Okay, so thank you so much for a very informative presentation. I just would like to know, what is the UDAP designation? The UDAP, as you called it. What is that?
Well, I think that, well, I may be wrong with that being needed, but I believe that stands for
No, it's Urban Development
Thank you.
Action Area Project.
Urban.
Right. Urban Development Action Area Project.
Oh, actual. Okay, thank you so much, Tex.
We actually, when we come to you with projects that need ULURP, we're also doing a UDAP designation, and everybody focuses on the word ULURP, but part of it is also doing a UDAP designation.
Okay. All right, that's, I'm gonna let the, panel, the people on the, panel, anyone has any questions? Okay. I don't see any, listed. I wanted to ask another question about the, the 3-bedroom unit, the, 30% projected, rent according to the, right, that. So then that, the, 80% is at $2,252. Is that correct?
Yeah, if a unit was set, a 3-bedroom was set at 80%, that is correct. That's what that would be. That's what that would be.
Okay. And I really want to thank you guys. I know you experienced, but the issue with the contractors and the employers and the material is very important to us. So I'm glad that you use people who have businesses in the Bronx.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
So will you be bringing in your own, the whole group will be from your own company, or will we be able to join together and have some of the community members in the district that have qualified for the services that you need? Will that be able to be handled?
For construction?
For construction, for labor, for material?
Yeah,
You
so
know-
the subs and the suppliers are not earmarked necessarily for this project. I mean, we have a contact list of guys that we've used, but we're always open bidding our projects.
Oh,
So yeah, once we get closer to it, if you guys have a list of contractors or suppliers that you want me to send proposals out to, 100% we would do that.
thank you very much.
Mhm.
And
Madam Chair, I can generate a list and I'll provide that for them. That's not a problem.
Yep.
thank you so much. I appreciate that.
Yep.
All right, so I was looking at the square footage in the 1 and the 3-bedroom. So the 3-bedroom, the square footage is 841 square feet.
Yes.
That's usually if I'm not mistaken, I think my apartment with the 2-bedroom is like about 1,000 square foot. So is that, you will be able to fit a king size bed in the bedroom that's allotted for that unit? Or do you know?
Yeah, I believe so. Yes.
Okay, so, and that 1-bedroom unit comes with just the 1 bathroom. The 3-bedroom unit will have a bath and a half, or?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. So, no one else has a question? If no one else has a question, your actual presentation, what would you need from the board? I mean, since would you need a letter of recommendation to go to HPD? What would you be needing?
We'll leave that to Ted and Alice and Winnie to speak. I'm not sure
No,
exactly.
nothing right now.
Okay, so when will we find out will they need something?
Well, if they do, then we will make sure that they come back. This is, at the beginning, I had to get off for a minute, so I don't know if this was covered. Bill, did you talk about that this is part of a larger cluster?
I did, Ted. Yes, correct.
Okay, so, we're talking about 12 different sites spread out over 6 different community districts. Each site, different shape, different size, and some of them have different actions that are required. But we wanted them to come tonight, regardless of whether or not any further action is needed down the road. We wanted the board to see what will probably be happening.
Thank you. So Ted, this will be covered under the 50% community preference, this project?
Yes, but
Okay.
because it's a single project for all 12 sites, then the preference will apply, the 50% will apply to the entire project, not just to this site. So what I suggest, and they've done a couple of presentations to other community boards, I would say the same thing to you, is that when the time comes, make sure that people know about this, that if they're interested, that they apply, as many as possible. The more people from District 2 who apply, the more likely it is that somebody from District 2 will get in.
Okay. And I'm happy that you mentioned that because I was going to speak into that situation with the developer. Usually the developers that come in our district and do projects, we sort of like try to come together and stipulate certain things, and one of them being that they have provide a workshop for the community so that they can have an advantage of being an applicant for the project, meaning your project, right? So will you guys be able to partner up with us when it starts to get construction and maybe sort of like a year before the project is completed to do that workshop with the community?
We'd be more than glad to do that.
Yeah.
We've
Okay.
done it in the past.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you so much.
Mhm.
All right, so Ralph, is he there?
What's up, Paula?
No, so do we have to vote on this, or is this something that's gonna come back? He just
No, this is just informational.
Okay.
When they come back, it may have to get voted on then.
Okay, no problem.
But
So
if you
Miss
can just send us that presentation so we can have it with their request for presentation form, that would be amazing.
I sent it to Mr. Acevedo, so he should, if
Okay,
you
no
don't have it,
problem.
Mr. Acevedo, please let me know and I will.
I'll share it. That's
Yeah.
not a problem. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
you, Mr. Bollinger and Mr. Josh and Miss Sandra on such an informative presentation. We welcome you guys. It appears that you guys are really doing a great job with housing in the Bronx. So when you, in the future, when you have need anything, you can just come back and we pretty much are abreast and aware of what's going on so that we can give you guys what you need, so provide what you need.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Okay,
Thank
thank you. Have a good evening and
Have a
happy
good
holiday.
evening
Bye-bye.
and a good weekend.
Okay.
Okay, so let me just pull up the agenda again and we can go to the next,
Give me 1 second. I actually was
I
able.
have it.
You got it?
Yes, Isabel Surface of Odyssey House.
Yes.
Is she present, Miss?
Yes,
So-
I'm here.
Okay,
Hi, everyone. Thank you so much. I don't see the agenda though, but that's okay.
I'll do it right now. Give me 1 second. I'm
Okay,
sorry.
not a problem.
Don't worry about the agenda. Just you're up.
It has their information on it, Ralph, so. just
okay, so
give
let me
1
just pull
second.
it up. I'm sorry.
Okay,
So, Isabel
Surface, that's
Surface
right.
of Odyssey House is the SVP Director of Communications, will be informing the committee of the expansion of treatment services at 1264 Lafayette Avenue in the Bronx, which is in the confines of Hunts Point.
Correct, that's right. We're very pleased to be here. I have with me Jeremy King, who's Vice President of our residential programs for Odyssey House, and Fernando Brin, who's our community consultant, worked with us for a long time on providing new programs in the Bronx and East Harlem. I don't know if you guys know who Odyssey House is, how familiar you are with us. We're close to a 60-year-old agency that provides social services, drug treatment programs, mental health housing, medical services, supportive housing across the city. But we are primarily located in the Bronx and in East Harlem, but we do also have a program in the East Village. This building that we're coming to you today is an extension of a physical extension of the plant that's already there. It's currently 20 beds, residential long-term treatment beds, and we are going to extend it by 16 beds. It's a standalone building. What you will see from the outside of the building, there'll be one extra floor and then extension at the back. So that's, you know, I don't, anybody knows what that block looks like on Lafayette. We've been there since 2006 when we constructed the building ourselves, and we've run continuous programming there, you know, for almost coming up, not quite 20 years, 15 years, 15, 16 years.
It's actually the building across the street from the Hunts Point post office. So that way,
Yeah.
it's a very small building, so everyone is familiar with it. You never really see anyone going in or out.
Yeah.
There's no foot traffic there, but it's been there for a really long time, always nice and clean.
Thank you, Ms. Baez. Yes, I mean, it is a residential treatment program, and that's the goal of those programs. The people that are in treatment there live there, pursue treatment goals there, and there's very little hanging out. There isn't any that goes on there. So I'm glad to hear that you don't see that. It is a small building. It's not going to increase its footprint at all by this, because it will be extended up a floor and in the back.
So I'm sorry, the extension will be you're adding another floor and then you're gonna go further back?
Yeah, it's there is a sort of courtyard and a patio at the back of the building, which is all walled in. You know, we're putting 16 beds. This is a residential program. It's not housing, so you know you can get 4 beds in a room, etc. So you only really need to go up 1 floor and extend out the back. There's no extension of the footprint really of the building.
So you will be eliminating the patio. Is that
We're
what
going to eliminate some of it. We will still keep an
Okay.
outdoor space. That's really important for everybody. Yeah, it'll only take a small part of it. We'll just sort of push out at the back.
Okay.
We don't have the architectural plans for that. This is early in the process for us to come and let you know about it. We do have an architect assigned, you know, so but I don't have completed plans to show you at this point.
I think it was important for us to come early so we can start the process, start the discussion moving forward. I think Odyssey House prides itself on getting involved with the community and informing the community early in the process.
Okay. Are there any questions?
Yes, Madam Chair. I have a point of reference and I have a message from Chairman Crespo.
Okay.
So Odyssey House, as long as I've been in Hunts Point, I mean, they've been there for quite some time. And they are what we ask for supportive housing, transitional housing, anyone that's providing supportive services is to remain invisible in the community. And Odyssey House has done such. We don't even know if they're there or not, who their clientele is, who their staff is. They've done a remarkable job of remaining invisible, no loitering with their clients and so forth. So, and I'm really happy that Mr. Fernando Brim is a part of this because Fernando Brim is a friend of the board. I think, you know, it might have been a different story if Fernando wasn't here. Next, Chairman Crespo reached out to me. He apologized for not being able to attend the meeting tonight. He wanted me to bust Fernando's chops a little, which I'm not going to be able to. But you know, the chairman also understands that they have been invisible. There's been no complaints with them. There's been no 911 calls that we're aware of. No one from the neighborhood has brought complaints to our attention, and I'm talking about like a 15-year span here. So I know they have it as of right, and like I said, I'm happy that Fernando is a part of this because it makes communication with Odyssey House that much more easier. So thank you, Fernando. Thank you, Madam Chair. And that was the message that I have from Chairman Crespo.
Thank you so much.
If I can say, we in the consulting community understand how thorough Community Board 2 is and how well prepared you need to be to come in front of the board. We also understand that you need to have that involvement early in the process. That's why we hear when the district managers spoke about your chairman busting chops. He's done that a couple of times to me, so I know to come prepared and to come early. I appreciate the commitment of the members of community board too, and the thorough understanding what the needs are in their community.
Thank you so much. So I'm glad you're familiar with our chair. It makes it so much easier. Okay, are there any questions for anyone in attendance on the panel? Any members? I have no questions. So with that being said, we're going to move on to old business. Thank you guys so much for
Thank you very much.
Thank
a
you.
really
Thank
thorough,
you for
Thank you.
Thank you for having
being
us.
great partners.
Thank you so much.
Thank
Bye-bye.
you so much.
Bye-bye. Happy
Bye-bye.
holidays.
Okay,
Thank you,
happy
you
holidays.
too.
Okay, so we're going to move on to old business. Is there any old business? No old business. How about new business?
Yeah, there's something on the screen. I couldn't get it correctly, but I can email this out as soon as we're done. So, 734, 736, they have an application under the Landmark Preservation Conservation, and they just send us the email today. So I just wanted to put it on the agenda so that way you guys know about it. And I'll send out the information as soon as we're done to everyone who has left their email in the chat.
And what you said, what's the address? 734, 736, what?
Kelly Street.
Oh, Kelly Street. Oh, okay.
Then we have, I don't know about anything else with old business, but we have announcements. So if anyone
Yeah.
else has old business, I'll wait.
I have business I just want to bring up because I know that Ted is on. Ted, thank you for being a part of this and for speaking up regarding the first project regarding 844 Fail Street. I see Justin Lamorilla's on from City Planning. So we submitted last week the capital and budget expense community district profile needs. And Justin was helping me out and giving me guidance with that. And I submitted exactly what community board members presented to me. I think total there was 11 expense and 4 capitals. So I just want to bring that up since this is a land use committee meeting, and I didn't bring it up at the health committee on Monday. So, but thank you, Justin, and thank you,
Thank
Ted.
you. Thank you. Okay, so announcements.
Yeah, so the HPAC, which is Hunts Point Alliance for Children, they're hiring for mentoring, and they have tuition-free summer experiences and post beyond high school. So that's all of this is gonna get sent out to everyone here. It's just informational. Then we have give me 1 second. This was sent to us by I forgot what department, but it's a city agency, and they were just talking about the child tax credit, and you have to apply before the end of November 15th to get the child credit. So it's informational as well. NYC public school families qualify for $50 monthly internet credit. You can apply if you have a child that's in public school. Once again, this will be in the packet that I email. I have 3 more flyers, but I didn't get to get it on there. But like HPD is actually having a virtual property management class November 16th from 6 to 8. And they'll be the agencies will be HPD, Department of Finance, Department of Buildings, Department of Health, and Environmental Protection Agency. So I'll also send this out with what we already have. Then we have Parks, Department of Parks, the membership is going to be free until December of this year, December 31st, 2021. So if you haven't gotten your membership, you should do so now. And then for the kids, they have Saturday Night Lights, which they have 2 sessions, one for the younger kids and then one for the teenage kids. So that way they keep them off the streets and keep them active. This will all be in the packet that I send out tomorrow.
That program for the younger and the older kids, where would that be at?
It depends. So they
Okay.
have different sites throughout the city, but in our district, it's gonna be on 765 Oneida Street, which is the Hunts Point Rec Center.
Okay.
Cynthia, they can also see it on our social media.
Yes, yes. Thank you, Dave.
Okay. Thank you.
Well,
Thank you. That's informative, Cynthia. Thank you.
thank you, guys. And I want to thank Paul for allowing us to use the community room in 1018 for our Halloween parade. Because
Oh, that's wonderful.
thank you,
Thank
Paul.
you, Paul.
We purchased that building a month and a half ago. We did up the community room. We're working on that building. We're going to be doing work on the outside. Hopefully we'll get rid of that scaffold soon. And hopefully we'll get all those signs to be matching. So it looks like the old professional building.
Oh, that's nice.
And we're trying to take the paint off the first floor so it looks all marble.
He gave us a walkthrough. He gave me and V a walkthrough, and they're really doing a lot of work.
Hopefully in 2 weeks we'll change the entrance of the building, the entrance door. And that gray is going to come off. It'll probably be like a limestone to match the building.
Oh, that would be great. Oh, that building was such a beautiful building when it first was in the district. Oh, that would be so nice. Okay, so if there's no more announcements, I'd like for one of my committee members to motion for the meeting to be adjourned.
Donna, I want to say something.
Okay.
Alexandra Guadalupe seconds it.
No, wait, hold on.
No, someone has something to say.
Sorry.
Maggie.
Oh, hi, Maggie.
Hi, Maggie.
How you doing? I also want to thank Paul for he donated for the kids pizza, candy for the party, and he did a very good job. Thank you so much for everything.
Anytime.
And I will be sending you the pictures. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. So who was the one who motioned the meeting to be adjourned?
No one yet.
I'll motion for the meeting to be adjourned.
So Paul motions it, and who seconds?
Alexandra Guadalupe.
There you go. All right, guys. Happy holidays.
Thank you. You too, Mom.
Thank you so much, Cynthia.
Thank you so much, everyone. Happy holidays.
Danielle, thank you.
Good night, everybody.
Good night. Be safe.
Bye.
Bye.
So about the
I got it.
yeah, I'll call you tomorrow. Danielle, be good. I'll see you Friday.
Be careful.
Thank you so much. Be careful.